seguir, the second meaning is just one. To keep doing something, okay? So if you are working, if you're eating, if you are doing anything and you get interrupted and then the person says, oh, just keep doing your thing, you can use the verb seguir for that, okay? So you can use it. Such a different meaning from the first one. The first meaning was to follow. We talked about, seguir means to follow, but also it means to keep doing something. For example, el vecino sigue haciendo ruido. El vecino sigue haciendo ruido. This is a common thing. It sucks because it's not a good experience, but it happens. When you have people living around you, your neighbors can be, they can be loud. They could be playing music or just being loud in general. So this sentence is about that. So the meaning of this sentence is the neighbor keeps making noise. Okay? You have a noisy neighbor and that sucks. That's terrible. Now, let's break this down. El vecino means neighbor, okay? The neighbor. Sigue, here we have the verb seguir. Él sigue or ella sigue. We're talking about el vecino, right? So the neighbor keeps. Sigue, el vecino sigue, the neighbor keeps. Haciendo means making, okay? Hacer, this comes from the verb hacer, which means to do or to make. Ruido means noise. Ruido means noise. Ruido. Hacer ruido, you can even remember this whole phrase here. Hacer ruido. Obviously, you can conjugate the verb hacer, but hacer ruido means to make noise. Okay? Just to be loud, to make noise. So, that's what this sentence means. And please keep in mind, if you're using seguir when you want to say to keep, you need another verb, okay? In this case, hacer, and you need it in a gerund form. So you need to use the endo ending, okay? Or the ndo ending. It depends on the verb, of course. But you need the gerund after seguir when you want to say to keep. To keep doing something, just like in English, to keep eating, to keep walking, to keep yelling, okay? So it's the same. In English, you have the gerund ing. In Spanish, you have the gerund ndo, okay, or endo. So just remember that. For example, I could say seguir, very simple. El vecino, I'm just going to replace this actually. Instead of haciendo ruido, I'm going to say el vecino sigue cantando. Okay? And this means, just let me erase this. Okay? The neighbor keeps singing. Okay? The neighbor keeps singing for some reason, right? El vecino sigue cantando. So we have the gerund here, ando. So usually the gerund means you need to add, the ndo ending to the verb. So for example, cantar is the verb, cantar to sing, and then you replace that with NDO, cantando. That's the gerund, singing, okay? El vecino sigue comiendo. Oh, let's say corriendo. Okay, the neighbor keeps running. Okay. So gerund, sigue corriendo. We have the gerund here, corriendo, running. Okay. Let's see. The last example doing this. El vecino sigue hablando. The neighbor keeps talking. Okay. Hablar means to talk, to speak. Okay. So hablando, that's the gerund, and it means talking. Okay. El vecino sigue hablando. The neighbor keeps talking. Now let's look at the next example. The next example is no se distraiga. Siga trabajando. No se distraiga. Siga trabajando. So same thing, we have trabajando, right? Comes from the verb trabajar, means to work. So this means don't get distracted. Keep working. Man, I mean, that could happen. Maybe a boss can say this, or someone bossy, you know, but yeah, it can happen. So let's talk about this sentence really quickly. Let's break it down. No se distraiga means don't get distracted. Okay, we're using se. That, remember, se is a pronoun as well. So no se distraiga, don't get distracted. Siga, keep. Tú, well, it's more like usted siga. So siga in this situation is conjugated for the verb usted, which is the formal you, singular you in Spanish. Usted siga. Okay, we don't need usted. We don't need to put usted here. Trabajando. Working. Okay, so this is formal, polite, still kind of bossy, but this sentence means that. And of course, yeah, the verb seguir is right here. And again, we have the gerund. Siga trabajando. Keep working. Excellent. So remember that seguir can also mean to keep doing something. Okay? Keep talking, keep walking, keep working, keep, I don't know. Did I say running? Yeah. It's up to you what you want to say, of course. But now you know how to use seguir when you want to say to keep doing something.